Hello and welcome back to another episode here of AncientCraft. Pandora is behind me and we are here for episode 2 here on the AncientCraft server. Let's jump into that. And there's diamonds! What is this? Okay, so I want to show you a couple of things I've been doing before we jump into what we're going to be doing in today's episode. The first thing is I set up a mini sheep farm. I don't tell chicken. I snuck a couple of sheep out, and what I did was I grabbed the sheep and I brought them the whole way over here, and I dropped them in the hole, and we just set up a really simple auto smelter, that's the wrong word, an auto shearer, which has actually created quite a bit of wool. Look at that, we breeded up a couple of them, so there's a few entities in there anyway. But as we can see, if we break this block, we have some shears in there. They've been doing an alright job. We don't seem to need to repair them at the moment. Yeah, I understand, give me a minute. I'm doing my intro. So yeah, we've set up this sheep farm. I'm going to follow Mercenary, see where we're going with this, and then we're going to get back to what we're doing in today's episode. Okay, so what are we actually doing in today's episode? We are going to be working out this treehouse. Let's be honest, it was a bit of a mess. I set it up yesterday just as somewhere we can dump our stuff down and sort it out. And then everything else has been popping up that actually looks like an actual building, not like some random fences sitting on leaf blocks. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be sorting out our base. And what I've done is I've done some tree chopping and that kind of stuff. I've got a load of spruce logs, jungle logs and jungle planks and that kind of stuff, all those kind of resources that we need, especially those 3 flint. That's going to be especially useful. Note the sarcasm. So yeah, we're going to be building this in today's episode. I think the first thing I actually want to do, I want to tear down this tree here. I want to keep it all in this kind of, I want to build in this kind of theme here that we see here. We got all these fences, we got these, I think that's spruce, but it could be dark oak. I didn't get any dark oaks, there weren't any lying around. So we're just going to use this, we're going to use this, we're going to use spruce. We're going to match this kind of theme here with the trapdoors, that kind of stuff. So that's the plan. And now we've got to actually do it. But I think what we want to do is we want to make use of this tree here and this tree here and sort of merge between the two. We'll have some kind of balcony round here with a bed, storage area, that kind of stuff. So today we're going to be working on the base. So what we're going to do first is we are going to break our way into this tree here and chop this down. Okay, the tree's gone. I've just realised I left the chest over here, so what we need to do is we need to quickly get rid of this chest before we leave it floating in the middle of nowhere with all the resources we need to build with. So let's tear that down, and hopefully the leaves don't despawn underneath my feet. So let's jump. Oof! Parkour. There we go. We've parkoured it away. Now I'm going to let those leaves despawn, and then we can work out what we're going to do with this build. Okay, so the first thing I've done is we are obviously, our base is on this tree at the moment, but the first thing I want to do is I want to set up this room up the top, which is going to be underneath the tree canopy just here. So what we're going to do is I have just cleared out all those spoonie branches going off in weird directions. They're all gone, the leaves are all gone, and that is the tree canopy at the top. What we're going to do now is I've got a load of wood and stuff in my inventory. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dump a chest down, and we can offload a load of this rubbish that I don't actually want to be carrying around. So what we want to do is we're going to be building in this theme here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got some spruce, which we have, got some jungle stuff, got some trapdoors, some fences, all those kind of bits and pieces. And I reckon we're going to climb up, let's say, to about, what level should we go up to? We need some slabs firstly, so let's grab them out. There we go. I reckon if we go up to, let's say, this level about here, we're going to bring this out in a circular shape just around the tree trunk, and that is going to be our first, the smaller level up at the top, which can have our bed, maybe an odd furnace, an anvil, that kind of bits and pieces. Okay, so I've crafted up some scaffolding for the first time, and I've no clue how useful this is actually going to be. Let's just hope it is, I guess. So, I don't know how much I've actually placed down. Okay, so we're up to this level here. My plan is I'm going to use scaffolding to get up and around because that's actually useful. And hopefully, I mean, people have been dissing it in videos and things and when it's actually been tested in creative mode. But let's see if it's actually useful in survival mode. So what we're going to come to is we're going to come to, let's say, about this level just here. Let's go up a block just there, like that. Now, how do I place blocks along the side? I would quite like to be able to, like, just... No? Okay. Yeah. How do I place blocks out to the side when you're in the scaffolding? Yeah, I'm going to mess around with this. Can I... like that? Aha! Like that. That is how we want to do it, but that's at the wrong level. So I'm going to punch that off, and also, yeah, we can punch these down just a little bit. Let's go across just like that. Okay, so platform number 1 has been put in place, and if we come up, I think it's got some really nice views. Firstly, we can take a look over all of the communal treehouse, that kind of stuff, and I've made this little gap here. Eventually, this will be fenced off just like that. But my next plan is I really want to build a rope bridge kind of thing, going from this tree over to that tree, and over on that tree we're going to have a bigger platform, probably on about that level just there where my cursor's at, and that's going to be our storage area. So that's my plan, and then we're also going to have a tree, an area just down one layer below this, and that is going to be sort of furnaces and that kind of storage, which is going to be really cool. But what I'm thinking about is this might look a bit weird. So what I'm thinking about is if we come, let's say, to this corner here, we're actually going to wipe out all of that. Actually, no, we're gonna bring that down to, let's say, that height just there, and we're gonna take this down, and I think we're gonna. Oh, yeah, this is my connection to the server at the moment. It kind of pushes me out and about, and it's a bit weird. I think at this level here, this is going to be our actual, the second floor. But what I'm thinking about is putting scaffolding through here, and that's going to be our elevator up and downwards through the base. That's why I'm kind of putting it on the side that's going to hopefully be the less seen. So we're going to come the whole way down to the bottom. It means I can remove. See, yeah, we're getting shot about. This is interesting. So yeah, let's see what this looks like. We're gonna put this the whole way up, just like this, until the numbers stop, because it should just reach the leaves. There we go. It's reached all of that there. What we can do now is we can pop that all off, just like that, and that all flies down. Very, very nice. We can pick all this back up. There we go. I do like scaffolding, actually. I think it's a really cool and actually useful block. So if we come around the back, we have this kind of part of the tree that's been hollowed out. But if we come up to the top, this will be our new way up and down into the base. We can get to the first layer there. This will be up to the second layer up here. And there we go. I think this is really nice. So what I'm going to be doing now is I think what we'll do is we'll set up the platform first at that place using the same theme, but it's just going to have more space, maybe even like 5 blocks out. So it's going to be quite a way, and we may incorporate some of this we might leave this kind of trunk in place, and there seems to be another one over there. So I'm going to have a mess around with things, make a nice big platform. This is going to be our temporary storage, obviously, for while we're living at communal. I think this is going to look really cool. So I'm going to crack on, build that, and then we're going to have to build some kind of like rope bridge going across. I have no clue where we left off, but what we have, we're in the smaller treehouse at the moment. This is the smaller one, which is going to have our bed, that kind of stuff in. What I've done is I've added some lanterns, and what I've done so far is to start working out how we're going to do this rope bridge. I've just made out some dirt pathway with the rough height incrementations that we're going to have. We're going to have this kind of sloping pathway out. We're going to have, I probably want to bring this out just a little bit more this way, and again, just a little bit more that way. I'm still messing around with, I think, height. I think that might work just a little bit better, so it's a little bit more even on the amount of height incrementations there. And over here we have the second treehouse. It's going to have our storage and everything. Like I said, I cannot remember where we left off. I don't think I've shown this to you, but as you can see, it's got a bigger space, all that kind of stuff. We can fit more chests, barrels, whatever we want to put in here. I think I'm going to use barrels because then we can have them right up to the ceiling. We don't have to worry about any blocks. I do need to fill that. I've added lanterns, but you can't add lanterns on leaves. So I've added this kind of strip of spruce which goes through the middle, which I think looks alright, which is good. But now we need to work on this, and I think the way I'm going to do this is a time lapse. I have got Blueberry whitelisted. Blueberry is back, do not worry, and we're going to try and do our first time lapse of AncientCraft Season 6. Okay, and here we go. So what we have is I have built the third room, which is down here, and this has basically turned into my storage room. I had all my storage kind of floating around. Actually, we've got some blocks missing, which we need to fill just in there, but that's all fine for the moment. We will fix that when we get back online. But yeah, I think this one's going to be our storage area. I've already got all our storage down here anyway. Does all need to be sorted, and I tell you what, I really like the barrels going up the walls, which is something I want to get rid of all chests. I don't want to use chests. I want barrels up all of these posts all the way around, and we can just sign them up and work out what's in what. We could also use item frames. I might just do that instead. Up here, we are going to have our bed crafting. Well, obviously I have crafting tables down there, maybe some anvils, that kind of stuff up here. And over here, I'm not too sure yet. Maybe we could have sort of miscellaneous things, maybe some furnaces, some smokers, blast furnaces, brewing stands maybe. So I'm going to have a play around with some of those different things. But if we fly back, I think this thing is looking really nice. It's really, I mean, it's fitting in with the theme of the rest of the area now, which I think looks way, way better, which I'm really happy with. One thing I do want to do is I want to add some lanterns onto this bridge. Yeah, I think this is looking really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin to sort out our storage, all those kind of bits and pieces, and then we can jump back into playing on the server. Okay, so here we go. What we have is we have barrels on all of our walls. Well, I say walls, our posts. And what we have is I've slowly sorted things out, and I'll quickly run through everything we have. So here we have our logs, planks, that kind of stuff. Then we have sort of wood crafted items, valuables, mob drops. Then we have kind of crafted stone kind of items. Then we have cobble, andesite, granite, those kind of items. And I think there might be dirt, gravel, that kind of stuff. Then we have nether, light sources, redstone, and sort of the living stuff. No one ever really has a great name for this, but it's kind of the living nature kind of stuff. So that's what that one is. And then we have the wool, because we actually have the sheep farm down there, which we should go and check on in just a minute. And then we have the dirt, scaffolding, because I think we're going to be using quite a bit of this season. We've also got tools, those kind of bits and pieces. And then we've got enchanted books and dyes up here. We've also got loads of empty barrels which we can use in the future. I'm not planning on moving out of communal for just a bit. One thing I also have done is I have removed the scaffolding which goes the whole way up there, which does look a bit weird because the vines haven't grown down that trunk yet, but we'll sort that out at some point. But one thing I do want to do is I want to go and check on this wool farm. Wow, that's quite a bit of wool. That is quite a bit of wool. I like that. And you know what? Because this is obviously completely community, so anyone who's watching who's part of AncientCraft, you're more than welcome to take as much as you want or as little as you want from this chest. Do whatever you want. I'm just going to take 3 stacks. Green, black and white. That's clearly all the sheep we have in there. We have a green one, a black one and a white one. I was planning on dyeing them all to white, but I tried to and it just didn't work. It was a massive pain in the butt, but oh well. So there we go, we'll dump them in there. Now we're going to go and take a look at the smelting treehouse, which is over the rope bridge. So the rope bridge, which is wooden, which I really like. I love how sort of lumpy and bumpy it is. Here we go. So here we have some blast furnaces. We have 2 blast furnaces just in a simple smelter just here. We have 2 smokers for food and items just like that. And there we go. I've got a bit of a lag. As we can see, my ping isn't amazing, but it's alright. It's better than it was earlier. And we've got regular furnaces just here. So this place is really coming together. The base is looking really, really nice. Okay, so I've just come over to the other side. Someone's come through the portal just over there, and as we can see, I think this really matches the theme of the rest of the area. So I'm really happy how this has turned out. I am now thinking, do you reckon we should link up some kind of rope bridge? I think that could be Mech's house, so I'll message Mech and see what he says. See if we can maybe collect up some kind of rope bridge just so we're fully linked up all into these tree houses. I think that'll look really, really nice. So I'll message Mech about that, see what he has to say. Is he actually online? Let's have a look. Mech is actually online, so I'll see if he's around. And yeah, I reckon if we link up some kind of rope bridge to there, I think that'll really connect us in with the rest of the community. So at the moment, I mean, it looks nice. It really fits in with the area, but it's kind of a bit like there's one section and there's Rover. Okay, so I was just coming up to my base, and apparently it seems I was being stalked. Mr. Earwig just got me, and I'm it. I'm red, I'm scary, and I'm it now, which is very scary. And I think I'm gonna join. I gotta flip over to the other voice call. Let's do that now.
Fish.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Hello. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. I turned around. I was like, what is this? Slapped you with an axe.
It worked out quite well because we were trying to figure out where you'd be, And then I always wanted to using the gold farm, so I was like, "Is anyone in the Nether?" And then you were in the Nether, so
Yeah.
we
Oh, you're so lucky. I was literally just about to come here and log off. I was like, you know what? I think I'm done for today.
Now this is a good outro.
Yes, but I've got a really difficult decision. I'm gonna have to mix this with me and Mech spending like 10 minutes slapping each other with fish. I'm just gonna chop and change between the two of them.
Wait a minute, have you just been slapping each other with fish just now?
Someone's still in the
Yesterday
Nether,
you
what
missed
is
quite a
this?
bit. Me and Mech spent about like 10 minutes walking around my base just slapping each other with fish.
I haven't got any fish on me. Mech,
Don't
can
worry,
you
we can
pass me
sort you
one,
out.
please,
There you
someone?
go. There you go.
What? Oh, thank you.
Yep, there we go. Yep, see, it was just fish slapping.
Shall we go do it to 51? Just to irritate him.
Imagine just all the players smashing each other with a fish.
Wait a minute. Jake.
Yeah.
Is that trap ready?
Yep.
Now, Rover, how would you feel about seeing some quality comedy?
I'd see some quality comedy.
Shall we go try and get him now? To go into there?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. If he...
Oh yeah. It's
Oh. Well, 37 minutes past then, to be specific. So, are you joking me?
Oh yeah.
Yes! Yes! Hallelujah. He's slinging back and forth. No, that's a terrible pun. Let's not include that in the video.
I'm just gonna like just definitely keep that bit in.
Come show him the hole.
Yeah.
Let's come show him the hole.
Be careful because it's active.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
the
it pushes
tag.
up the sides, so
Oh no, the trap.
How
Okay.
are you gonna get him in there first? Are you gonna chase him in?
who?
Well, that's the big idea, right?
Okay.
So I've got a plan.
I actually thought about like we get a rover down there,
Yeah.
and when he falls in, he survives, he will take him.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious.
So
There's no guarantees that he'll actually
jump
come
into the
after
rover
us.
stream
So I'm gonna go
and
find
pick
him.
it back up.
I'll see you
Yeah.
on the other side, Meg. I'll see you on the other side. Oh
Where
no,
the
I
heck
was
is
meant
he?
to pick up the water, so that was complete
Yeah.
anticlimax. There we go.
Hey, 51. Right, I'm just gonna say there's a bamboo deposit or
Closing
something.
in.
A bamboo deposit.
Wait, is he gonna survive this fall?
Well,
He might get.
he's got a gold farm to go to if he
Actually,
wants.
I don't think you can survive that fall.
You can place the water at the bottom if we
Yeah,
don't
that's a
think you.
shout. Oh, this is gonna take so long for the water to come down.
He? Oh,
51.
okay.
He doesn't know you're there.
Yeah, I hope it stays that way.
He's gone. No, he's still on the second floor.
I know, I see him.
This gives me the perfect opportunity to actually come inside then.
Yep. Yeah, he knows you're in the building. Scaffolding.
Yeah,
You're coming. Yeah.
Alright, boy. We need to get him towards that dom, we need to get him out.
Or go towards the portal.
We
Pretend you've gone
want
through the portal.
to show you something.
Just
Oh,
Ned
he's
standing
kidding.
on the roof with a bow is just not suspicious at all.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh.
Oh.
He knew that was coming, so he logged off.
This guy, man, this guy. Is that a Rocket Raccoon skin?
People tell me it is, but I have no clue. Like me knowing things like that. No. I'm just doing
Yeah,
my
I'm
summoning circle.
Oh, I might have to go in blow in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think I do as well. So.
51. Where are you?
You know you want to join.
Yeah, anytime now, pal. Come on.
That would be lovely. Guys, I've got a bit of an issue. So, you've just watched that footage that was recorded about a week ago. It is the day before this video goes out, and I have, unfortunately, lost the footage of me tagging someone. And worse than that, I've forgotten who I tagged. So, I'm very sorry that, unfortunately, that footage has gone, and I don't understand where it has gone, or anything. So, I'm really lost and confused. So, I don't know. I'm very, very confused. But that is actually going to be it for today's episode. As you can see, I have actually lost the tag, and it has gone around a few people now. That is it for today's episode. We have done a load of bits and pieces. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, as it really helps out the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!